This is a city that feels exactly like a coastal metropolis yet stands nowhere near the sea. Over 150 years ago, a devastating fire reduced the entire city to ruins, but after rising from the ashes, it witnessed the roaring advance of American capitalism and once became the world's fastest-growing city in both population and development. This is Chicago, today, the third largest city in the United States. It is the birthplace of skyscrapers, a vital transportation hub connecting the entire nation. Former President Barack Obama launched his political career here. Donald Trump once laid out his ambitions here. And it was here that Michael Jordan rose to become an eternal legend. So what kind of city is Chicago? What remarkable stories have unfolded here? And what unique landscapes define it? In this episode, join Wander World as we step into this vibrant and beautiful city, America's third largest metropolis, Chicago. Chicago is the core city of the American Midwest, located near the geographic center of North America. It serves as one of the nation's most important railway and aviation hubs. Centered around Chicago and extending into surrounding towns, the Chicago metropolitan area is home to more than 9 million people, making it the third largest metro area in the United States, after New York and Los Angeles. Chicago sits on the southwestern shore of Lake Michigan, part of the Great Lakes region. Lake Michigan is the world's fifth largest freshwater lake. When gazing out from the city toward this vast and powerful body of water, it's easy to mistake it for the ocean, which is why Chicago is often thought of as a coastal city. Adding to that seaside illusion is Chicago's more than 45 kilometers of continuous lakefront, featuring 24 public beaches. Among them, North Avenue Beach, the closest beach to downtown, stands out as the most iconic. It offers sweeping views of Chicago's skyline and is famous for its wide sandy shore and vibrant water activities. Whether you're soaking up the sun, playing an intense game of beach volleyball, swimming in the lake, or renting a yacht to feel the cool lake breeze, this is a uniquely urban lakeside vacation experience. Lake Michigan has also played a role in U.S. naval history. Navy Pier, originally built in 1916 by the U.S. Navy, first served as a military and cargo port. After World War II, it gradually fell into disuse. Today, Navy Pier has been completely transformed into one of Chicago's most iconic attractions, a century-old landmark combining dining, shopping, culture, entertainment, and leisure. Lake Michigan feeds into Chicago's Mother River, the Chicago River, nourishing the city. But over a century ago, the Chicago River was infamous for pollution, flowing directly into the lake that supplied the city's drinking water. To prevent contamination, engineers built a series of locks and canals, successfully reversing the river's flow, a remarkable achievement in the history of human engineering. Today, the Chicago River has been revitalized. A boat tour along the river offers one of the best ways to experience the city's distinctly American character. Nearby lies the Magnificent Mile, the stretch of Michigan Avenue between Oak Street and the Chicago River, Chicago's most famous shopping district. Known for its vibrant commercial energy, it is also the economic heart of the city north of the river. Back in 1833, Chicago was little more than a small settlement of fewer than 400 people on the shores of Lake Michigan. With the construction of railroads and canals, a powerful network of land and water transportation emerged, fueling rapid industrial and commercial growth and attracting waves of new settlers. Tragedy struck in 1871, when the Great Chicago Fire swept through the city. The blaze burned for nearly 30 hours, destroying the entire city center. Around 300 people lost their lives, and more than 100,000 were left homeless. It remains one of the most severe urban disasters in 19th-century American history. Yet Chicago did not stop. From the ashes, it rose again, faster and brighter than ever. In the aftermath of the fire, visionary architects gathered in Chicago. Rather than clinging to tradition, they embraced bold innovation, giving birth to a new architectural movement. the Chicago School. By replacing traditional load-bearing brick walls with steel frameworks, buildings became safer, more fire-resistant, and no longer bound by height limitations. This innovation allowed structures to rise skyward, and the modern skyscraper was born. Completed in 1885, the Home Insurance Building became the world's first skyscraper built with a modern steel frame, a milestone in architectural history. The Manhattan Building, completed in 1891, further refined steel frame construction and became a model for future skyscrapers. Today, Chicago is home to more than 1,000 high-rise buildings, making it one of the most skyscraper-dense cities in the world. Chicago's legacy extends beyond architecture into finance. In the Loop Financial District, towering office buildings house global institutions such as CME Group, Bank of America, and JP Morgan Chase. Countless transactions take place here every day, with massive flows of capital supporting the stability of global financial markets. Modern Chicago is a dynamic, highly livable global city. At its center lies Millennium Park, a seamless blend of art, architecture, and nature. Designed around innovation, aesthetics, and harmony between people and the environment, it has become the most visited tourist destination in the American Midwest. The park's most famous landmark, Cloud Gate, affectionately known as the Bean, is one of the world's largest permanent outdoor art installations. Made from 168 stainless steel panels polished to a mirror finish, it reflects Chicago's skyline and the open sky above, drawing visitors from around the world to interact. The Art Institute of Chicago, one of the oldest and most influential art museums in the United States, houses over 300,000 works spanning 40 centuries of human creativity. With masterpieces by Monet, Van Gogh, Picasso, and many others, it is a true paradise for art lovers. The United Center, home of the NBA's Chicago Bulls, stands as a symbol of the city's cultural and athletic spirit. It has witnessed countless historic games and unforgettable sports moments. Michael Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, cemented Chicago's global reputation among basketball fans and turned the city into a sporting legend. Chicago's story is more than the story of a city, it is a testament to the human spirit. It proves that destruction is not the greatest fear. Losing the courage to rebuild is. Hardship is not the enemy. Losing hope is. Today, Chicago continues to move forward, preserving its history while constantly innovating and growing. In architecture, industry, finance, culture, and ecology, the city keeps writing new chapters in its enduring legend.